Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is sprint qualifying ahead of the 2024 Chinese Grand Prix. If you are new to the channel, if you are a Formula 1 fan, then get yourself subscribed. I'm live for every single Grand Prix weekend from the Formula 1 World Championship, and this is round 5 in 2024. We're coming hot off the back of one single practice session after 5 years being at this circuit and straight into sprint qualifying. They changed the format a little bit for sprint weekends. This is the first one. I think there's going to be sprint in Miami as well in a couple of weeks. But yeah, this is the first sprint weekend of the 2024 season. And they changed up the format a little bit, and I think it's in the right order it should be, because it was a bit of that, and then a Saturday was a sprint day, and then it was a little bit all over the place. Now it's a bit more simple to understand. We've sort of got sprint qualifying today, sprint race early tomorrow, and then we've got, after that, the qualifying for the Grand Prix, and then Sunday the Grand Prix itself. So all 4 sessions are sort of in order now. So we've got qualifying for the sprint race right now. The sprint race will take place 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. That is going to be a talking to myself session, as this will be. But hopefully we get a few in for the race on Sunday, because that's the main thing. Hopefully get a few in for the Grand Prix, should I say, on Sunday, because there's 2 races this weekend. First of which is 4 a.m. tomorrow. It's brutal, but then again, it's the last one of this kind of early morning. Oh God, I've still got this issue of like skin tone. Yeah, I can't get rid of that. I've tried to mess with the settings. I'm gonna have to get a Reddit search going, how to switch off this color correction, because Google doesn't know. Reddit, someone on Reddit might know why. why when it's like that, I just go pale as a ghost. But yeah, anyway, early morning session. Yes, SHT, mate. SHT, are you ready for the Lance Stroll domination? I was watching highlights of FP1 before, and the first comment is, nobody's ready for the Lance Stroll era. He was quickest. He was quickest in a mad FP1 a few hours ago. Nobody's ready for this. Yeah, Alonso, what do you think of that? Alonso staying put, what do you reckon? I mean, it's good news that he's just going to remain in F1. He's going to be 45 and still at the top of the chain. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah. He'd be like the oldest driver since Graham Hill, will he? Or something like that, I read. Oldest driver for like 40 years. Nah, it's good that he's stayed. It's good that he's staying in F1. Last time racing in China, 2019. Yeah, Kvyat, Clary, both McLarens, yeah. Yeah, no point in taking a risk, and Aston Martin are as good as, if not better than, Mercedes at the moment, so there's no point in him starting again. I agree. I agree with the decision. You know, even though like on my 2025 driver predictions, I was like, oh, can Alonso go there? Alonso could go there. Alonso could go there. But in the end, it's a sensible decision. Look at this. They've got this new studio thing where I don't think half of them are not on site these days. Are they on Sky? I think this could be a really, like, genuinely, like, yeah, I'll probably be sat here at 9:30 on Sunday morning going, Verstappen wins again. But I genuinely think, like, this could be unpredictable. You know, I think it's going to be worth getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning for the sprint. So I hope it is. But I generally got a feeling that we could get something unusual this weekend. Maybe just in the qualifying sessions, maybe just in the sprint. But hopefully in the Grand Prix itself. But I feel like we might get a few little talking points that we wouldn't normally have on a. Can you remember when they went to Turkey in lockdown and no one was ready for it, and the asphalt was like really slippery and it was a little bit all over the place, and the order was a little bit, and it was like racing point 1-2 on the grid and stuff like that, and it was a little bit because basically the word is they were unprepared for it. They weren't ready for Turkey and the slippery asphalt. Are they not quite ready for China? You know, it's been 5 years since they've been here. They're not as prepared as they would otherwise be at other circuits. They're rocking up here for the first time since 2019. If we don't get a few little unexpected results here, when are we going to get that? So I back it to be a little bit. What, Lance Stroll in the top 4? You know, I feel like there could be some unpredictable positions. Hopefully, at least in this qualifying session, coming in off, like I say, one practice session. And boom, straight into quali. So, yes, Barry, welcome to the stream and SHT as well. Yeah, there are no teams that will give him a guaranteed. Well, that's it as well. Maybe Mercedes were just saying 1 year, you know, and then looking at Antonelli. So maybe Mercedes would have offered Fernando a 1 year, and maybe he was looking for 2 or 3. Red Bull, I don't think was in the question, was it? So I think, yeah, Fernando has done the sensible thing, and then who knows, after that he might go into the World Endurance Championship after that, or be an ambassador or something like that. So yeah, it's the right move for Fernando. Well, it's the right non-move, the right decision from Alonso, I feel like. 2020 when they went back to Turkey and no one was really ready for it, and so it was a bit of an unusual situation. Aston Martin's potential with Honda. Well, exactly. Aston Martin coming with the Honda power unit in 2026, in a better position. Well, Honda in a much better position than they were last time it was Alonso and Honda, because that was an absolute disaster. But they're in a much better place now. They're winning championships, Honda. So that partnership is being renewed after 10 years. All the facilities. Morning, can't stay long at work. Yeah, no worries, Barry. You're not the only one that's not going to be I don't think it's going to be. I'll be surprised if we get 20 views off of this stream. But as long as the thing is, this is just the preliminary stuff in it. As long as the race on Sunday we get a few in, then you know, quali and all that. Do I mind? Nah, it's good fun anyway. Oh yeah, Alex Albon with the panda helmet. Right. This is slightly different. The sessions are shorter, aren't they? Because it's called is it called a sprint shootout or something? So what is it? 12 minutes for Q1, then what? 10 minutes, then 8 minutes. Is it like that? 12, 10, 8, rather than the usual 18, 15, 12. So, so let's go. We're underway for SQ1, sprint qualifying 1. There's too many little acronyms and stuff for the casual fan. I feel like you're just gonna. But I do like the new format though. Sprint qualifying, sprint race, Grand Prix qualifying, Grand Prix. You know, I feel like that's better than it was, because before it was like you'd have like a Friday with the qualifying for the Grand Prix on the Sunday, and then you'd have a middle bit. That was even more complicated. So It's a little bit better now. The panda helmet of Alexander Albon. No, I feel like we can get an upset here. I'm ready. I'm ready for the Lance Stroll pole position. Don't get me wrong. I'm ready for it. Ferrari were at the back as well in FP1. Whether that means anything, probably not. They're on the hard tyre, I think. But yeah, they're coming into this unprepared. There was a fire as well, wasn't there, in FP1? The grass on the entry to turn 7 caught fire. How random is that? I have no idea what caused that. Williams kind of in a restricted situation. I know. When I saw Albon in the wall, in Japan a couple of weeks ago, like he made it like 20 seconds into the race, boom, he's in the wall. I was like, oh my God. Like this season already for Williams is costing them millions in damage. And they can't afford, they're already like struggling to get to, like it was actual news this weekend going in, like the build-up and stuff. It was actual news that Williams had 2 cars for this race. Like that should just be part of the course. Like, of course there's 2 cars, but no, they were like, Williams have managed to do it. There's 2 chassis. Like, yeah. That's how much they're sort of struggling. They're struggling to get 2 cars on the grid. Like, Williams with 2 chassis at the Grand Prix. Get in. Like, are things that bad? But they are, I don't know if they've got a spare chassis here. Probably not. They've probably been hard enough work just to get 2 cars. Never mind a spare one. But Williams on a mad one. I'd love to see Zhou Guanyu do well here as well. Home race, born in Shanghai. I saw a picture of him as like a fan when he was like 4 or 5 years old as well. So from fan to the hot seat for Zhou Guanyu. Yeah, it'd be good to see Zhou get a point. Oh, it's spitting! It's spitting with rain. Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. I saw Haas were like 5th and 6th in FP1. I'm like, yeah. That top 10 in FP1, I don't think I've ever seen a crazier top 10 than that. It was like Stroll, Piastri, then the 2 Red Bulls, yeah. Then the 2 Haas, like 5th and 6th. I was looking at that top 10. I was like, what's gone on here? I've got to see the highlights. And then you had like Mercedes and Ferrari at the back. Anyway, they're all doing their own program, weren't they, in FP1? So you can't read into it. But now you can start to read into it. With the rain spitting in China, it is Hamilton from Bottas, Sainz. We've got 6 minutes 40 seconds to go in Q1, and Leclerc goes quickest by 3.5 tenths in the Ferrari. Oh, look at that bit of oversteer for Oscar Piastri out of the final corner. Across the line, he comes second then. So it's Leclerc, Piastri, Hamilton, top 3 at the moment. We've got Norris, purple middle sector, but Fernando Alonso, purple first sector as well. As Lando Norris then about to come round the final corner in the McLaren. And they've put, do you know what I like about this as well? They've put a lot of gravel just off the side of the circuit. Sodgy paved runoff area and your AstroTurf gravel right next to the circuit, which is like old school, which I do like. You make a mistake, you're dipping a wheel in the gravel. You don't want to be doing that. Whereas the norm these days is like 3 feet of AstroTurf and then 100 feet of paved tarmac. Nah. Alonso goes quickest by 3 thousandths of a second. Fernando Alonso. Stroll goes quick. I feel like Aston could be strong. Like, A lot stronger than we think. Verstappen then slaps them all by 4/10. Right, I'll be back in Miami. Sod this. No, obviously Red Bull going to be strong everywhere in any conditions. But and Perez beats that by 3.5 tenths. Okay. Perez, what quick. There's no way you're still up, you. You're messed up if you're still going, Sean. Cheers. Salibi. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to go with Salibi. But cheers. Well, the predictions, I've played it a bit safe. You know, looking at FP1 results, I probably would have changed that. I made them predictions yesterday. Well, I typed them in. Yesterday. Having seen practice, I'm not so sure, but we'll see. Just a bit of fun, innit? Been up all night, yeah. You're nocturnal. You might as well get a job that does nights. You get paid more. You're up all night anyway. Daytime doesn't suit you. You might as well. You know what I mean? You gotta think about that. 3.5 minutes to go. I don't think the rain's not bad enough to start putting intermediates on, is it? It's just like a little sprinkling. Yeah, you do night sometimes. I'm not surprised. If you're up till 9 o'clock in the morning, you're living in like, I don't know, the west coast of US kind of time. So it's Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari 3-4, then Alonso 5th, Norris, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Bottas, Piastri top 10. Lando Norris has gone personal best in sector 1, but I don't know whether we've seen the best of the track conditions early on, because Norris has gone slower in sector 2, so he's probably not going to improve, is he? Oh, he does improve. So the first and final sector were really good, and Norris splits the Red Bulls 2.5 tenths off Perez, goes second. 2 minutes to go. Start looking at the bottom 5 then, which is Albon, Russell, Ocon, Sargent, Tsunoda. They're in danger of being knocked out, as we see a replay on board with Carlos Sainz at turn 7 with a Haas on the apex. Not ideal. Karen saying that the McLarens are pretty slow on the old speed traps, which means they're probably going for a bit more downforce. Look at that Panda, that Panda crash helmet. That's jokes, isn't it? It's just qualifying, Sean. It's qualifying for the sprint race. So you got qualifying for the sprint race. Sprint race tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. You'll still be up for that. Please do join me, because you might be the only one. Sprint race 4 a.m. tomorrow. Then qualifying for the Grand Prix 8 a.m. tomorrow. And then the Grand Prix itself on Sunday morning. I'll be on from 7:30 in the morning, Sunday morning. Starts at 8. And that's the one you want to be in, Sean, if you want to be entered into the Viewers' Championship again. One race, one win, mate. But you need to be in more races to be in a chance of beating Kim and Gav and people that are in every stream. You are now. Yeah, 2 races, 2 wins. You never know, mate. You never know. because the stats are random. But anyway, let's have a look at this then. We have got 20 seconds remaining. Who is going to be knocked out? It's not looking good for Williams and Alpine. Tsunoda's last as well at the minute. He needs to improve. Albon's gone personal best through sector 1 and sector 2 is down in 17th at the moment. Needs to improve round the final corner for Albon. Not got a point yet at Williams this season. Come on. Doesn't do it. Albon's knocked out. Albon has been knocked out in Q1. We're on board with George Russell. And yeah, so George Russell down in 19th at the moment. Sargent does improve, but he's still knocked out. Williams 17th and 18th on the grid for the sprint race at the moment. We've got Russell under big pressure in 19th. Who else is down there? We've got Ocon P16. Tsunoda improves, but he's knocked out. Tsunoda splits the Williams at the back. But Tsunoda's out. That's unusual. That's unusual. So it's all on George Russell now. So Albon, Tsunoda, Sargent definitely out. Where's Ocon as well? As George Russell's P20 at the moment, but crosses the line and goes P12, and he's through and safe with that. Gasly's out in P16. Hamilton goes to 10th. That doesn't really change a lot. Kevin Magnussen, who is 14th, crosses the line, goes 9th. Both Hasses through comfortably. Where's Ocon? Is Ocon out? Ocon's out. Is he? Oh, no, Ocon's still on the lap. Is he? Why is the TV coverage not showing Esteban Ocon right now? Is Zhou through? It's all on Ocon. Right, Ocon's abandoned it. So it's both Alpines out. Zhou's scraped through to part 2 of qualifying. Zhou's scraped through in 15th. So you've got both Alpines out. Gasly 16th. And the fire again on the grass. No way. What is causing this? Is the grass just really dry? Right. Thank you for the explanation. Nico Rosberg with the explanation on what's causing these grass fires. There's a bump on the track next to that part, and it's causing the cars to throw up sparks from the under tray, and they're just chucking sparks into the grass. The grass is dry, boom, fire. I have never seen this scenario ever. And it's happened twice in 2 sessions. The sparks are causing fires. Wow. I have never even considered this issue before. I've never thought of this issue before. But yeah, if the grass is dry, there's a bump on the circuit and the underside of the cars are scraping, causing sparks. Boom, grass fire. Unbelievable situation. But yeah, that's the end of SQ1 whilst they get the fire extinguishers out again. Second fire of the day. What a weird scenario. But yeah, Gasly's out P16. Gasly out P16. Ocon out P17. Albon out P18. Tsunoda out 19th. And Logan Sargent P20 and last. So Perez, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Piastri, Sainz, Alonso. There's no massive upset there. Tsunoda in P19 is a little bit disappointing. The rest of it you could have predicted, really. But Zhou, at his home race, scrapes through to Q2. Yeah, like a bushfire, yeah. Nah, it's never happened, has it, SHT, this? The sparks causing fires. Exactly, second time it's happened today. Norris to win, you reckon, Sean? It's over, Joe. I'd like to see it, yeah, but I don't know, man. It'd be mint. And there's a chance, especially here where they're coming into it a bit unprepared, but I don't know. Are Aston Martin looking quicker than McLaren and Ferrari? You know what I mean? I won't say that's an outrageous statement, really. But I don't know. They ended up 7th and 9th, didn't they, Aston? So I don't know. Yes, Kim, how we doing? Put a pound on it. Yeah, but it won't be that crazy. What they give you? 20 to 1 or something. Well, maybe more than that. I don't know. Bang £100 on it, make it worthwhile. What's happening, Kim? What's happening is fires, grass fires. No, qualifying for the sprint race. So this is the first sprint weekend of the season. We've got so it's basically 2 races this weekend. You've got a sprint race and a Grand Prix. So what they've got to do is they've got to set the grid for the sprint race, which will take place 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then after that, they'll set the grid for the Grand Prix on Sunday. So 4 sessions this weekend, 4 streams. So this is qualifying for the sprint race. And we've already got the first part of it done. Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda and Sargent have been knocked out. Top 15 go through to part 2. Meanwhile, the cars are going over a bump, kicking up sparks off the underside of the car. The sparks are being showered onto the grass, and the grass must be bone dry, and it's setting the grass on fire. And that's happened twice in a morning. So I've never seen that issue before. So it's certainly a little bit of a different. You're cruising. Yeah, ready to lose. You've got to be in the streams though, Sean. If you're in 1 out of every 4 streams, you ain't going to beat Kim. Because Kim's in every race. So far. So far. So you popping in once every couple of months, it might get you the odd good result, but are you going to compete with people that are here every week? No, you see, and that's the idea, you see. Come back, you get rewarded. That's the idea. You did get lucky, though, in round 3. A debut victory out of nowhere. But hopefully there'll be more people. Like, all these races have been early morning in it, so there's not been a lot of people in chat generally for the first 4 or 5 races of the season. But once we get into summer, where it's Sunday afternoons, once we get the European season underway, where it's like Austria, Hungary, Britain, Belgium, Netherlands and all that, they'll all be like 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon. So then there's going to be more people in chat and hence more people in the actual championship, because at the minute it's like 10 of us, you know what I mean, and 12 in the race, whereas in summer hopefully we can get like 25, 30 people in a race. It'd be much better. So that's the hope anyway. I can have up to 60 people in it, you see. So, that's the dream. A full grid, 60 people in the Viewers' Championship. That's the end goal. Because at the moment, it's 10 people. But then again, like I say, the race has been 4, 5, 6 in the morning. So you're not going to get the people that are jumping casually. Because they're all asleep. You'll get your weekly first fight. You win every race that you're in. You won't. I'll make sure of it. I'll be editing your stats of your AI driver. Sean in a quick car? No, he's not. No, it's completely random when I spawn him in. But he did get lucky there. Right, we're ready for part 2 of qualifying. I think this part of qualifying has been delayed a little bit because of this fire situation. So, but they are about to get back underway in a minute and a half. The sim knows you, yeah. The sim knows you. You're an iRacing member, or you were an iRacing member. Mate, hey, Sean, right? No joke. This Viewers' Championship is going to cost me a fortune. Because I'm going to do the tracks that are on the F1 calendar. Every track costs 16 quid. And I'm going to have to buy about 15 tracks. The championship's going to cost me about 250 quid to run. But I don't mind because I'd be buying the tracks anyway. I want to buy the tracks. It gives me an excuse to do a proper race on the sim. So, all part of the game, innit? But yeah, iRacing is not a cheap endeavour at all. On top of that, you got to pay your monthly subscription anyway. Anyway, sit here and say, I know, Sean, it's peaking it. But if I don't do that, though, it's going to be like the same 6 tracks over and over again. Hello, welcome to Silverstone for the 8th time this year because I'm not buying any more tracks. Can you imagine? Like, people just like... I've got to have different circuits, so what's the point? Right. Is it starting to rain? Oh, it's starting to rain and they're all going out on slick tyres. Yeah, weekly fuel costs, yeah. It's like a weekly cost that I've got to budget in. Yeah, this could get really interesting now. Because you've got the rain starting to fall. They're all queuing up at the end of the pit lane to get out for SQ2. And all on slicks. Let's go. I hope we get a really unusual grid order today. Look at them all jostling for position to get out of the pits. Because it might be, the first lap might be critical here. Because if the rain's just going to get worse, the first lap could be make or break. This could genuinely be a 1-lap shootout, really. Yeah, no, it's all right, Sean. Don't worry, mate. I appreciate you being here in the first place. But yeah, right, the cars are all now filing out onto the track. Why are they all playing games? Just get on with it. Charles Leclerc is going as slow as he possibly can. Look at that, Verstappen's still in the garage. Oh, Verstappen's still in the garage. That's a gamble, isn't it? So, okay. Wow, okay. They're playing it a little bit different at Red Bull. They're waiting for everyone else, all the traffic to get out of the way, and then they're going 30 seconds later. But if the conditions are only getting worse... Oh, this could be any order, this. Yeah, it could be that this lap is the one that matters, is what they're telling Lando Norris on the team radio. And here comes Sergio Perez out of the pit lane as Lando Norris barrels into turn 1. 7.5 minutes to go. And we are only just getting the first laps underway. Oh, this could be anything, this. Seriously. Norris, of course, goes purple sector 1. On the medium tyres. At least the rain should mean that the grass doesn't set on fire anymore, surely. So Lando then. Oh, winding out of turn 13 and down the mile-long back straight. Into the hairpin then. So Norris is going to be first one across the line. He's still purple middle sector is Lando Norris. Oh, and you can't go wide on the exit that final corner because it's gravel and Norris crosses the line. And Piastri's beating it. Piastri goes P1 at the moment with a purple final sector. Whew. 6 minutes to go in SQ2. It's Piastri from Norris. Alonso purple first sector as Sainz comes around the final corner. Stroll goes fourth as Sainz goes P3 then. So it's still a McLaren 1-2. At the moment, here comes Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. Bang, P4. It's still a McLaren 1-2. Interesting. It'd be interesting to see what kind of lap times the Red Bull can do as Leclerc goes fastest on a 35.7, a tenth and a half quicker than the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. So it's Leclerc now P1, Verstappen purple middle sector. Here come the Mercedes boys then. It's going to be Russell and then Hamilton across the line. George Russell goes only 8th. He's going to be struggling with that as across the line comes Lewis Hamilton then P7. No, Mercedes haven't got the pace here. Mercedes are beyond the cusp of going out as Verstappen then round the final corner to no doubt go quickest. Only by a tenth. Verstappen on a 35.6. A tenth quicker than Leclerc on a 35.7, and Perez slots into third. So it's Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, then the two McLarens fourth and fifth, Sainz sixth, then Bottas P7, half a second off the pace, and Alonso, Hamilton, Zhou. And in the knockout zone with 4 minutes to go is Russell, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, and Stroll. Rain in 1 minute, says the weather radar. It's already raining a little bit, is it not? Or maybe... But yeah, the graphics on the TV saying rain in 1 minute, so you better get your lap done now. Oh, I think Russell could be in trouble here. Yeah, I think Russell could be in trouble here. Russell down in P11 at the minute. Nah, Ricciardo's done. I think this is it. I think this is it. Whatever position you're in now is your position. And if you're knocked out, you're knocked out. And if you're through, you're through. I think that's it. 3 minutes to go, but you might as well blow the final whistle now on SQ2. Oh, George is going to give it a go. But is he really going to improve now? I mean, it'd be phenomenal if George can pull a faster lap out of the bag now. Sector 1, nah, 7 tenths off in, nah, it's over. George is going to be out here. It's going to be Russell, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Stroll knocked out. It's going to be Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Piastri, Norris, Sainz, Bottas, Alonso, Hamilton, and Zhou 3. Zhou's going to get through to Q3. I've just clocked. In fact, both Saubers are going to get here in the top 10 here. Both Saubers are in the top 10 here. Meanwhile, we've got a Mercedes and an Aston out. Both Haas's out. There's no point. I mean, there's no point in this last 2 minutes of this session. I'll tell you what, SQ3 is going to be... Whew. Are they going to go out on inters for SQ3, I wonder? That's got to be the question now. It's raining quite heavy. I think they're going to be out on inters. The thing is, you've still got 2 minutes of this. Then there's like a 5-minute break. And then they go out on track. By then, you've got 5 minutes of rainfall. Surely it's going to be intermediate settings for to set pole position for the sprint. But yeah, Joe is through. And the fans love it. He's in the top 10 for the sprint tomorrow morning. Happy to see it. Good to see it, man. You like a good news story. Zhou Guanyu at his home race in Shanghai will be in the top 10 on the grid for the sprint race tomorrow. 4 a.m. UK time. Join me for that. Sleeping at this time of day, yeah. Yeah, so that's it confirmed then, really. It's knocked out in Q2 then is Russell, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo and Stroll. So we've got, yeah, both Red Bulls. In the top 10 pole position shootout then is both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, both McLarens, both Saubers, and then one Aston Martin and one Mercedes. Who had both Saubers in Q3? Nobody. Wow, this is gonna be a very interesting final part of qualifying. This in the rain, they're gonna have to put the inters on now. I mean, is anyone gonna go out there on slicks, risk it for a biscuit? I don't think so. And we see a replay. Lewis going really wide at turn 11. Is that? Turn 12. Yeah, slicks are done. Slicks are surplus to requirements now. It's over. You gotta get the intermediates on. Bring it on though. A wet qualifying session is always welcomed. FIA stewards investigation after session. Magnussen Hülkenberg failing to follow race director's instructions. I don't know what their instruction was, but Haas guys might be in trouble a little bit. But yeah, the schedule for this weekend is pretty mad. So it's the sprint race 4 a.m. tomorrow, so I'll be on at 10 to 4, and then qualifying for the Grand Prix is at 8 a.m. I'll be on at 10 to 8 in the morning. So I'll be on at 10 to 4 in the morning and at 10 to 8 in the morning tomorrow. Lovely. And then Sunday, I'll be on at R7 in the morning for the Grand Prix. That starts at 8 a.m. Chinese Grand Prix. And then that is early morning sessions done. I think for the year then. I think that's it for the entire year. I don't think there's another early morning one. Then it's Miami in a couple of weeks, and that'll be the opposite. It's late night sessions. That race would be like 10 o'clock at night or something like that. So, but that's better than 6, 7 in the morning. So yeah, we go to Miami where it's going to be late night, and then after that, Europe. We hit Europe, and it becomes normal again. But in a way, it is good getting them all out of the way early in the season, you know. But yeah, bring on the mid-afternoon sessions. Lunchtime qualifying, 1-2 p.m. races. It's been a while. It's been a while. I know. Kick Sauber. I was just saying then, into Q3, 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, 2 Saubers. I don't think I've ever said that on this channel. But yeah, fair play. Bottas and Zhou. And I tell you what, Zhou got a really big cheer as well. So fair play, man. The atmosphere is popping off, man. Zhou Guanyu in the top 10. And this is going to be a really interesting session as well to set pole. Because how heavy is the rain going to be? They're going to be on intermediate tyres, I would have thought, at this point. And we could get a bit of an unusual grid here. Hopefully we get a bit of an upset here. You know, I'd love to see someone who wouldn't normally be on pole position just set a perfect lap. You know, like Piastri or Norris or I don't know what or Alonso. You know what I mean? We will see. Anyway, are we out on the full wets or inters? Inters. Right, here we go. Oh, this is a proper. This is an actual unpredictable session. It's been a while. Yeah, I'd love to see like a McLaren pole here or an Alonso pole. Something a bit out of the ordinary. There's more chance now than there is, you know, in dry conditions on a track that you go to every year that you've got, you know, tons and tons of data. This is a little bit unprepared. Not being here for 5 years, you're in the wet. Now's the time to shine if you're in a McLaren or an Aston or something like that. Right, we're about to get underway for the final. It's only a 8-minute session as well. Surely they just stay out there then. Surely they've just put fuel in for like 4 or 5 laps. And yeah, I assume they'll just stay out there for the full 8 minutes. You haven't really got time to be messing about. I mean, could you do an out lap, a fast lap, an in lap, then pit, then put another set of inters on, get out and do it? No, no time. You're not going to get people messing about putting a second set of inters on. This is it. You're just going to go out and just do like 4 flying laps. Or 3 or 4. Right, we're underway. We're underway. The final part of qualifying to set the grid for the top 10 going into the sprint is underway. It's only an 8-minute session. Oh, it's looking. Yeah, you're going to see the thing is as well, the danger of this is you're going to get someone spinning off and a yellow flag, and that could wreck half the driver. This is really unpredictable because if someone makes a mistake and you get a yellow flag, it changes the game completely. And then it becomes whoever's already set the lap times are in the pound seats. And if you're behind the incident, oh, look at how slippery it is. Norris has already gone off. You're going to get somebody spinning on the... this is the thing. You need to be... Oh, look, he's nearly losing the car on the out lap. Oh, and there's already a crash. Leclerc's in the wall. They've not even started the flying laps, and people are in the wall. Leclerc's in the wall. He's managed to recover it and get back. Oh, mate, this could be anything. You. Oh, this is brilliant. Because oh, look at that. He's out of turn 1, out of turn 2. I mean, sure, he's got front wing damage, rear wing damage here, Charles Leclerc. Oh, look at the state of it. He's smashed into the wall. I mean, he's got the car up and running, but surely there's got to be front wing damage. That's incredible. Yeah. Anyway, Leclerc's still in, but you're gonna get an incident here, surely. And it's just about whether you're in front of that incident and you can complete your lap or you're behind the incident. But this is treacherous. This is proper. This is an actual proper qualifying session. Brilliant. This is brilliant. Oh, this could be anybody's. This could literally be anybody's game right now. With 5 minutes to go, we start the final flying lap. Well, the proper flying laps of the session. Look how tentative Verstappen's being round turn 1 and 2. How twitchy it is as he gets out on the power coming out of turn 3 and down to turn 4. He's going to go wide. Oh, he's going to slid off. Verstappen's off. Oh, this could be anybody's. Come on. I want the Zhou Guan Yu pole. I want the Zhou Guan Yu pole. He's literally, if this is the time to strike, if you are in a midfield car, make the absolute most of it now. Get a perfect lap now and you can be a hero. This is your chance. Verstappen can't even keep it on the road. Piastri's purple middle sector. Oh, I take a McLaren pole. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want the Piastri pole. The Norris pole. Oh, look at that. The big oversteer coming out of turn 13. This is wrestle for all you are worth to keep the car on the track. This is brilliant. 4 minutes to go. Right, you need to brake. Whoa. You're going to brake early for that hairpin. Jesus. Yeah, steady now. Steady. Whoa, and a little bit of oversteer there coming out. This is brilliant. Piastri round the final corner then as tentative as you like and crosses the line. Bang. Pole position, Oscar Piastri. 3.5 minutes to go. Chill out. But still, Piastri's gone quicker than Verstappen. Right, where is everybody else? So Sainz crosses the line now. Third. So it's still Piastri, Verstappen, then Sainz. Norris goes third. So it's still Piastri, Verstappen, and then Norris. Perez beats him by 2.1. Perez has just gone 2.1 seconds quicker. Mate, Perez has smashed him at the minute. Perez on a 2 minutes flat. Alonso's nowhere near it. Alonso 3.5 off the pace. What the hell is this? Go on, Sauber. Oh no, they're well out of it. Joe P. Oh, Bottas front row. Bottas goes second in the Sauber. It's Perez. Bottas, what year is it? Is it 2017? It's Perez, Bottas, Piastri, Norris, Alonso, top 5. Oh, this is brilliant. It's a shame no one's up and no one cares, but this is a brilliant session, this. Best qualifying session I've seen for about 3 years. No joke. Oh, look at the oversee. Verstappen's drifting round turn 13. Oh, this is... We have to get an upset now. If not now, never. If not now, never. Right, whoa, 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 whoa. Steady, 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 steady. Round the hairpin he goes. 1:40 to go. And look at him wrestling. He can barely keep the... Oh, and he's gone off! Verstappen's off on the final corner! Oh, we have to get a Lando Norris pole here. So Verstappen crawls across the line. It's only good enough for 4. Right, come on. Norris, oh, they're all off! I can't even deal with this. They're all coming around the final corner and going too wide. Norris goes P2. I tell you what, it's Perez with that first lap got it absolutely nailed. Oh my God, Sergio Perez has done them all, I think. We've got a minute to go. It's Perez, Norris, Piastri, Bottas, Verstappen, Sainz, Alonso, Leclerc, Hamilton, Show. Here comes Alonso. Go on, Alonso! Alonso's gone quickest! Alonso's gone quick. No way. No way. No, this is fantastic. Best qualifying session I've seen in years. Absolute years. It's Alonso from Perez, Norris, Piastri, Bottas. This is why I watch it for days like this. I go through 2 years of pain to get a day like this, man. It's Alonso from Perez, Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, Bottas, Sainz, Joe, Verstappen with no time in P9. Why couldn't this be for the Grand Prix? Why has this just got to be for the sprint? Why has this just got to be for the sprint, man? Verstappen P9 with no time is absolute banter. Oh my God, a lot. Right, where's Lewis going to slot in if Lewis goes quicker? Oh, he's done it! Hamilton's gone quickest. Oh, you are joking. These are the final laps as well. Hamilton has gone 9/10 quicker than Alonso. He smashed him by a second, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Here comes Piastri. This is the best session I've ever done on the channel, without a doubt. And no one's here. Piastri only 5th. Hamilton, Alonso, front row for the sprint. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Verstappen goes 2nd. Oh my God. But he's nowhere near Lewis's time. Norris! Lando Norris! I've got no voice left. Lando Norris by 1.3. What the hell is this session? Oh, this is the best session I've ever done on the channel. I tell you what, we're going to... Oh, wait a minute. Verstappen's lap been deleted. Wait a minute. Is Norris's lap time been deleted? Norris has been deleted. Lando Norris's lap time deleted. So it's Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen, top 3. Here comes Zhou Guan Yu. If Zhou Guan Yu go, nah, Zhou Guan Yu's nowhere near it. P10 for Zhou Guan Yu. It's going to be Hamilton on pole. It's going to be Hamilton, Alonso front row. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, this. That's unbelievable. That is by a country mile the best session that I've ever commentated on. By a country mile, and it's going to get 20 views. It is what it is, isn't it? But unbelievable. As Norris snatched it by 1.2 at the end. What the hell has gone on? As Norris at the last gas. I didn't even see Norris crossing the line. Oh my God, it's the best session. It's one of the best qualifying sessions in history. I don't even care. That is one of the best qualifying sessions in history. Lando Norris, with absolutely no television coverage, has slapped it on pole by 1.2 seconds. Right at the end. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable session. Unbelievable. It's Norris from Hamilton, from Alonso, from Verstappen, from Sainz, from Perez. Have they reinstated it? Have they reinstated it? His lap? Yeah, so Lando Norris had his lap deleted and then got it reinstated. What happened, Cat? What happened to everybody? Never mind Max, they were all going off the circuit. It's wet, it was raining. So it was the best qualifying session I've seen in absolute years. In years and years and years. That was fantastic. So, yeah, so Lando Norris had his lap deleted and then got it reinstated. Lando Norris on pole position by 1.2 seconds. Then Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen. The only thing is, you always wish for more. When you get something good, you always wish for more. If you win a bet, you think, oh, I should have put more money on. When you get something good, you think, oh, it could have been better. The only thing I've got to say about it is, I wish it was the grid for the Grand Prix. This is just the grid for the sprint race. But still, what a qualifying session that was. You have to get up, like they're saying on Sky, you have to get up for the sprint now. You have to get up for the sprint now. It's 10-4 in the morning UK time, but you have to get up for it. What a qualifying session. Without a doubt, the best I've done on the channel. Unbelievable. Right, that's about it. That was fantastic, though. That's how F1 should be. Like, unpredictable, exciting. The cream rise to the top. The guys that can get the job done under pressure rise to the top. You know, F1 should be more like that more often. But unfortunately, you know, it might be another 3 years before we get another qualifying session as good as that. But it is what it is. But I've thoroughly enjoyed that today. That was epic. And it's ended up Lando Norris on pole from Hamilton. Who had a Norris-Hamilton front row for the sprint in China? Incredible. What a session. Norris, Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen, Sainz. Perez ended up 6th. I thought Perez was going to be on pole position with the lap he set early on. Perez ended up 6th. Then Leclerc, Piastri only 8th. Then the two Saubers ended up 9th and 10th in the end. It was then knocked out in Q2. It was then Russell, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, then Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Tsunoda, Sargent. Join me at 10-4 a.m. UK time tomorrow morning, bright and early. Well, it's not even bright and early, that is. It's just slap bang in the middle of the night. Join me in the middle of the night tomorrow for the sprint. Then it's going to be qualifying for the Grand Prix at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then it's the Chinese Grand Prix itself. Sunday morning, 7:30. Be in the chat for that one to be entered into the Viewers' Championship. But that was a sprint qualifying session for China. Nobody was there, but it was the best session I have done and seen in... in a decade? I don't even know. The best qualifying session I've seen in a long time. A bit of excitement for once. But cheers, everyone that was here, everyone. Me, SHT, Cat, and Kim. And Sean popped in. But yeah, cheers guys. It's just a shame that this channel isn't in a better position so that when we get drama like this, there's no one here to see it. But life is life, innit? And I will catch you all tomorrow, 10-4 in the morning for the sprint. What a grid!